The days before Christmas and all through the house, right? Not a creature was stirring, not even a bee. Because I had a bee in the bathroom, guest bathroom, but I think the bee left. I haven't seen its body. It used to be hanging around for a few days, and now it's gone. I'll tell you what, that fucking traffic through the 5 freeway going towards Citadel outlets. They blocked off roads. You have to understand they blocked off sections of roads. There were even people's neighborhoods that they had to put signs up, like some of these, like horse saw these placard signs saying, "This is not Citadel parking." You know, these are people's neighborhoods. So people would park in people's neighborhoods just to go to the Citadel and run over there. Okay, to walk blocks. So people are willing to walk at most a mile just to get to the Citadel to go on Black Friday shopping. It's barbaric. It has to stop. I mean, it was different. If you go back to 1998, 99, it was not the same. That was not the issue. I mean, maybe there'd be a Black Friday sale, maybe there wouldn't, but you go in there, there were a couple of stores. If you think of the worst strip mall, right, that had a few stores in it, that's what the Citadel looked like. It was just bare bones, right? Bookstore, which is gone. There was the fake KB toy store that's gone. And all the clothing stores, there were like maybe on two hands, some clothing stores. But it's gotten out of hand. Um, so my sister, my oldest sister, who we got into a fight about 21 years ago, um, she wants to invite me to go see my mom's grave and my brother's grave. I'm okay with that. The only thing I am worried about is that it's a prelude to other things I don't want to do. She wants to do it on a Wednesday, which I think is very odd. Um, it's very odd. It's an odd day. Like, why not the weekend? So that's the 3rd of December. And if all goes right and nothing has happened to me, or nothing has attempted to happen to me, I should be able to do Metroid Prime 4 on the 4th of December. Very odd, too. But that's how it goes. This will be my goodbye to new Nintendo video games. Everything else will be archived, like Pokemon Arceus, Legends, and all that stuff. Um, it's a depressing time. Now, I'm going to talk to you about someone who shadow banned me on Instagram. Okay, so there's this girl that I met. Actually, she's my age, right? She's about in her 40s. I'm probably her early 40s, and I'm in my late 40s. And we met through Uber because I had to go to Uber to go and test my medication. And she's about, I would say she's thick. I would say she's about 5'6", and maybe 200 pounds. So she's kind of, she's large, right? She didn't look too bad. Maybe I would have, but I didn't know enough about her. Uh, she seemed easy. We had a conversation in real life. Okay, so I'm in the passenger seat. She's in the driver's seat. That's how it works with Uber. And we talked a bit. It seemed like things were cool. Then I said, follow me on Instagram. She follows me. I follow her, right? And she usually has her profile locked behind an account. We talked a lot about different things. She never once said anything. She never complained. She never said anything negative. I talked about the governors of California because we talked about politics in the car a bit. But she didn't respond to that. Then last night, well, she made different posts. One's about the Dodgers, one's about the Lakers. And she does typical. She was playing Loteria with her relatives on Thanksgiving. And then she posted a picture of her grandmother who's 97. Okay. And I wrote a comment that wasn't like instantly like insulting, like, oh, well, haha, was she old? Nothing like that. It was like I wrote, all my grandparents are dead. I think those were my exact words. Because I'm not writing some happy-go-lucky conservative comment. And then for some reason, she decided to unfollow me or remove me from her friends. So I was blocked from her friends. So she unfollowed me or did not approve of my comments or did not approve of me following her. So she's locked me out of her account. So I've been shadow banned. I did write in messages, in direct messages, that did I write something wrong? Now thinking back, yeah, it probably was dumb, but it's not the. I mean, all my grandparents are fucking dead. That's not a trolling comment. They are gone. I'm so desensitized now to death that it just normally happens in my family. You know, when I talked about my cousin Elva, I did a tribute. She died before her father's age. She died before my father's age, my oldest sister and I. And so I don't know. I'd be better off talking to the females on X because at least there's something. I'm putting together something for Amaya. And then there was this one Star Trek actress who doesn't like me either, even though I did nothing legally wrong, and I was respectful to her. You know, there's some people who try to grab. Remember when when guys would try to grab what's her face, um, Taylor Swift's leg and shit like that? But nothing like that. You know, basically, I won't talk about this in full now, but basically, I paid for a ticket to watch this Star Trek actress dance. Nothing, not erotica, but just like well, slightly erotic. It was respectful. There were all ages, children to adults, and she danced. I shook hands with her, met her boyfriend, and then she blocked me from mentioning her on Instagram. That's a big fuck you. So I told her on X because she still had her account on X, formerly known as Twitter, because a lot of these Star Trek actors they fucked off because oh no, Elon Musk has taken over and he supports Trump. I can't be here anymore. Michael Keaton left, Marina Sirtis left, a lot of people left. Some people from Rareware. What Chris Seaver, who does the voice of Kafka, he left, and uh, Dark Blue Monkey, who was a personal friend in our little circle of Twitter, he left. So people in my personal circles and people in famous circles left. So a lot of people just left. Okay. So I try to be less guilty of causing rifts between me and other people every day. And I try to make sure it's not my fault as much. Whereas back then when I was young, I really did stupid shit. I'm going to own up to that. I really did stupid shit that was childish, that was the equivalent of like juvenile delinquents, future juvenile delinquents. And that would cause a rift between me and other people. But I try to be more merciful. I think that if you communicate to people more, if you like somebody and you talk to people more face to face, then you don't have as many problems. Whereas if you're just writing 3-word messages on as text messages, hi, how are you? I'm fine. Oh, that's cool. That's great. Oh, that's good. Oh, you're great. Remember I told you, between you and a female, if her words are about these many words to you, well, that sounds great to me. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Chances are she doesn't like you and she's not being honest with you. Okay? That's a big, big chance. What else? Hold on. Let me. Well. I don't want things getting into my food. Sorry. Um, I'm trying to preserve my food. I don't know what's going on with all that. Um, so for Amaya, I do these Amaya Sundays, Amaya Miller. I'm sending her some nice things. They're mostly Christmas things. They're not like luxury gifts or anything. No engagement rings. Nothing like that. No money. I did send her money one time for the new year, but um, no, it's just Christmas stuff, Christmas things. So I won't show you what they are, but I'll take some pictures for record and I'll put them there. But I will not post. There will be no posts because I want only her to know what I sent her. But that's it. That's it. As far as dating goes, there's Hinge. There's Facebook dating, which is shit. And that's about it. Now, let me talk about my mom visiting my. I just, all I'm worried about is my sister trying to get me to go back to where she is. I'm like, that's not going to happen. Okay. If I go back home, I'm going back home to the problems that have plagued this family for decades. Okay. My brothers have died. I had an uncle on my mom's side. He's dead. My mom is dead. All my grandparents are dead. My great grandparents. My father's dead. My uncle, my mom's sister's husband. Okay. Um, Sonia, my tia, who is still alive at 80 years old, and uh, my cousin Elba and cousin Gabriel, they're dead. Okay. My two sisters are dead. Uh, One was born in 1969 and then 71, I think. Could be 67, but I don't remember. So they're gone. And my two brothers. So a lot of people are gone. A lot of people. I don't want to go back. When I told you about what happened with the funeral, the sort of the family get together. That's it. That's the Christmas forever. That's it. I don't. If I go back next year or the next year or the next year, it's going to be the same shit. People talking at me. I remember my cousin Tina, who came up to me, and she's in her like 60s now, but she and her friend, she came up to me and said, "Oh, if you ever, maybe we can collab together. We can come up with some art and stories together." Which felt like another like, should you need a favor, when someone dies? It just felt empty. So it's been a rough year. Um, I don't know. Kowalski, I hope you got married by the time I did. Maybe you got happily married. I'm hoping if you got married, okay, um, and some of us struggle. I know Martel the Cool got married, so hopefully he's still happily married. But Call UK showed up to post his golf video game, which I'm not excited for golf. I don't think most people buy a PS5 or a Steam Deck to play golf, but you got to go with what attracts you the most. Sometimes it's golf, sometimes it's basketball or baseball. I never liked the idea that people say, "Oh, I don't like to play a game that I could play in real life." So yeah, you can get 20, you can get 20, 25 people to play a football game. Good luck. You need 11 people per team, and you need the referee, you need a coach. You need about 25, and then yourself. You need 25 people. Maybe you need a kicker too to kick the ball into the goal. Yeah, it's not easy to play sports, in real life. You could play catch, you can play squash, hit the ball to the wall. That's about it. I don't know. Yeah, it's depressing. So basically, on Wednesday, my sister and I are going to go lay flowers to my mom's grave and Sebastian's grave, my brother, who passed away in 87. And that's it. That's what's supposed to happen. And that better be all that happens. I'm done being controlled. I'm not going to go to any family functions. I've already done all that. It's more the same thing. I can't be myself around my family. And it's depressing. So, the only Christmas that's left is for me to share with any of you. You are my family. That's it. Um, and the only reason I haven't left this earth in at the end of a rope or the toaster in the bathtub or anything like that is because some people in this family have already done that. And I don't like to be an artist that repeats that thing. I'd rather die fighting for what I believe in and somebody tries to stop me thinking that they're righteous. I will fight. I would rather die for my beliefs than just die in cowardice. I think that's how I feel. That's it. So if Rossetti, by the way, she knows my uh, Rita, basically. If Rita knows my YouTube, okay, then If she sees it, then she knows that I'm not a mean, shitty person. Okay, you should know that. I'm sorry for the comment, but things happen. I'm sure you have written things on other people's pages and people blocked you as well. So who are you to do that to me? You don't believe in redemption? Guess not. All right. Well, got other things to do. I have another Mickey's medal to post. Maybe it'll be exciting, maybe not. I can't put all the exciting parts in one strip. That would be cheating, and I need to paste them along. So sometimes my strips get 1,000 views, sometimes they get 40 views, sometimes they get 50, but I need to paste them correctly. I noticed some of the first ones got a lot of views, 70 views, where they had 7 or 6. So Mickey's medal will be done after 63 parts. Then we get to John Carter of Mars, and then maybe Tarzan, Popeye, and then Sherlock Holmes, some of these other ones. We'll see how it goes.